Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Laladay, and I am back with another natural hair video. In today's video, I'm gonna try and follow a hair tutorial from one of my favorite YouTubers. Her name is Breanna, aka Mini Marley. If you know her, you know. I've been following her for a while and she's inspired me in so many different ways. So yes, if you like this video and you enjoy it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and with all that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this hairstyle looks like it's a braided hairstyle. If you know me, I'm really used to twist and flat twist, so this is going to be a bit new. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I'm up for it. And it seems as if that she was inspired by Fashion Week a few years ago. So let's go ahead and start watching and let's do it. Like, it's so unique.
What's up guys, it's your girl Breanna, aka Mini Marley, and today I am back with another hairstyle, but this time it's with all things hair. So if you guys remember last year I was doing some exclusive videos for all things hair, and I am back with them again, this time for something that we are calling the Style It On series. So if you've been out of the loop, basically the Style It On series, this series where each month some of your favorite YouTubers get the chance to create a look. It's a challenge and we have to come up with a look that matches a specific topic. So if you want to see how to create this style, then definitely stay tuned for the rest of this tutorial. Alright, let's get into this tutorial.
Okay.
So I'm starting this style with stretched out hair. I basically washed my hair last night and then I did the banding method, which is basically when you tie your rubber bands or scrunchies around your hair just the way that I have them here.
By the way, how I stretched my hair was, I actually have a video on how I stretch my hair with no heat, and that's exactly what I did for my hair this time. So if you want to know how I stretched my hair, you know, you can check out that video too.
So this is what my hair looks like when they are all out nice and stretched, and I'm just going to take my tail comb and part my hair directly down the center. You want to make sure that you get a nice clean straight part. So this is what mine looks like from the front, and this is what it looks like from the back.
Let's do that real quick.
Okay, so I went ahead and completed my first braid off camera, and now we're gonna go ahead and work on the second one. So the first thing that I'm going to do on this side is just go ahead and take this down, and I'm using the first product, which is the Tresemme Extra Hold Gel. So I'm basically just smoothing that over my hair, making sure that I get it everywhere, and then I'm going to take my brush and smooth it out, making sure that everything lays nice and flat, nice and sleek, get those waves coming in, and now I'm just going to go ahead and put in my scrunchie to secure this section nice and tightly. Next, you're going to divide this section up into 3 parts as if you were going to do a braid. So 3 nice even parts, and then I'm going to clip 2 of those parts away, and we're going to start working on the first one.
Alright, let me do that. It looks like she used the Tresemme gel, so I'm just going to use any type of gel, this Eco Styler gel, just to kind of get my hair even all over. I'm going to brush, and this is just a regular Demon brush that I'm using. That actually got it pretty flat. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the Eco Styler gel. I honestly thought I was gonna use more, but I guess I really actually don't need to. So I'm not gonna use too much gel. Maybe in the front, but not so much everywhere else. Now I'm gonna get a hard bristle brush and make sure that it's let's move on.
It doesn't matter, I just picked up one from my local beauty supply store, and you're gonna divide that up into 3 sections. So for the first section, I'm just gonna make sure that I pull the ends of this hair. This is just a trick so that when you start braiding with the hair and you get to the ends, it's not blunt, but you can just go all the way down to the ends, if that makes sense. So now I'm just attaching this to my first section of hair. Now this can be a little tricky, but you basically just apply the hair to the root of that section where you have your little section divided up into 3 parts as if you were gonna start a braid. And one of those parts is not gonna have hair, so you're just gonna braid it for a little while, and then you're gonna borrow hair from each side and continue braiding. So I'm gonna show you that a little bit closer up, but this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna braid it down about this far and just clip it out of the way and move on to the next section. So I just added more braiding hair to this next section, and I'm braiding it down as well. So now that we have the hair braided all down about 3 or 4 inches, we're just gonna braid these 3 braids together. Make sure that they're even on both sides, and then we're just gonna take a little piece of hair, any one, it doesn't really matter, and you're just gonna wrap that around all 3 braids to make sure that that doesn't move and your hair doesn't unravel. So now with the little end that's left out after you wrap it, just go ahead and pull that into this braid that we're about to create right now. This is just a regular braid. The hard part is all done.
I braid under sometimes instead of over, and I don't know why, but let me see if she braids under or over.
All done.
Okay, she braids it over. So let me do that. I had to think about it for a second. Okay, yeah, like this. Over. I braid the opposite way. Even though it looks really skinny right now, maybe I should have made my sections a bit bigger up here. But we're gonna fluff it out and see if that helps with the volume. Okay, so I saw that she started from the bottom. She started from the bottom and then she worked her way up. So let me do that.
So as you can see, I'm just fixing up the top, and now I'm just pulling little sections of this braid just to go ahead and loosen it up because we want to create a more messy look. So I'm just pulling it all over to create a really messy look. This might take a little while, and just keep working at it until you get the look that you want.
Mine is looking a hot mess, I'm not gonna even lie to you. Oh, okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's looking a little jank. You know what? Should I redo this braid or just keep fluffing? I'm gonna redo it because I'm a perfectionist, so I'm gonna keep trying until I get it. This time I'm not gonna do it so tight, so it's not hard for me to like feather it out at the end. So I'm gonna kind of like give it room to breathe, do it like really gently. That looks so much better. So I decided to put like a little rubber band at the end to hold it so it could kind of stay by itself, and I can use both of my hands to flare out the braid. Now that looks so much better. Even though it's not as like tight as hers, but this looks pretty good.
The last thing that I'm doing is just taking this little piece of braiding hair and I'm just wrapping it around the base of my pigtail, and I'm just making sure that I cover up the part where we added the braid because you don't want to see that kind of bump where we added the braiding hair to our real hair. So because I kind of got a chance to practice on the first side, I was able to make a few changes on this side to make this style work for me. So of course, the parts that I did keep the same was sleeking my hair down and separating my ponytail into 3 sections to begin my braid. But instead of having smaller sections, I added more hair so I can get more volume for my big braid. And for this part where I'm wrapping around and keeping these 3 braids secure, this section is also a bit thicker than the first one. Now for the braid, I decided to braid it in a way that I'm comfortable with it. So I'm very used to braiding under, so that's what I did instead of braiding over. And as you guys can see, the braid looks neat. It looks more tight and layered, like more similar to how hers looked.
And to be honest, it was a bit easier to kind of separate and make it more voluminous and thick. With me braiding it under, with me braiding it the way that I'm most comfortable, turned out to be the way that looked better for me. So even though the braid didn't necessarily look like a fishtail braid, it still looked really pretty. The style still turned out to be so nice. And of course, for the last step, to add more hair to kind of hide that bulk at the root of the braid, I made it thicker as well. But honestly, if I spent about 2 to 3 more minutes fluffing out the braid, I'm pretty sure that it'll look more like a fishtail braid. So while I put on my scarf, I decided to redo that whole first section. I took all of it down and added more hair just so I can have great results at the end. Alright everyone, these are my final results. As you guys can see, this hairstyle worked perfectly on kinky, coily hair, on my beautiful 4-type hair. And this style is really nice for the summer as well. So if you end up trying it, go ahead and leave how that went down below. And also, if there's any styles that you want me to try, maybe from your favorite YouTubers, let me know that as well. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.